Sup, this is Alex Chu coming at you with another episode. This episode, I want to talk about how desperate I am about this cult, okay, that I'm starting. Yeah, I'm starting a brand new cult with this immortality rings, okay. But before I talk about that, I want to tell you, my name is Alex Chu. I'm the guy who invented physical immortality rings. I'm the guy who invented, I'm the guy who invented physical immortality rings. These are rings that you put on your small fingers during sleep. You wear them and you don't age anymore. You become physically immortal. For example, see, I'm 52. You can tell I'm still pretty slim, right? I don't have any bare belly or anything. My voice still sounds the same. You know, I don't sound like I'm extremely old. I sound like I'm pretty young. Everything looks okay. Okay? If you go to my website, livemuchlonger.com, I have lots of testimonials on my website. Most of them give me 4-star, 5 stars. If you want to stay physically young forever, livemuchlonger.com, livemuchlonger.com. Buy a pair of these rings at my website. It's recorded at the bottom of this video, okay? Yeah, I just want to tell you, yeah, I decided to start a cult for the immortality rings, and I plan to update video every day, you know. I gotta take this seriously now, you know, no more like once a week or once every 10 days. I gotta record video every day to bring people into this cult. Just like what I said yesterday, the cult it's very simple, okay? You wear my rings, you become physically immortal, but the problem is this. There's no guarantee that you won't die, you know. You could die anytime, right? Somebody could murder you, you could die in a car accident, you could fucking die in a fire, fucking, you know, your house, for some reason, you know, some accident happened, your whole house is burned up, you could die in a fire. There's all sorts of reasons why you could die, you know? Right? You could be sitting at home, safe and quiet, and suddenly a plane, you know, an airplane fucking crash into your house and kill you. You don't know. So even if you have immortality this life, right? You put on my rings, you become immortal. Oh yeah, you all good. You know, you live 100 years and you still look like you're young. You still look like you're 20-year-old. But hey, what about your next life? You know what I'm saying? What if you died and you reincarnate into somebody else, and then you don't know anything about Alex Chu. You know nothing about Alex Chu. You don't know anything about these rings. Isn't that sad, right? You have to start from square one. You have to start from thousands of years ago. Like these people, they don't know anything about immortality, you know? They do everything to try to make you stay young, right? Plastic surgery, whatever. You know, just old method try to make you stay young. You don't know nothing about immortality. That would suck, right? So that's the reason why I want to start this cult, you know, because my invention is this invention right here is too important. It's too much more important for me. I'm just a messenger. You understand? These rings that I invented, it's more important than anything in the world. It's actually more important than Edison's phonograph. See, I respect Edison very much. Okay, Edison and Tesla, these are the two people that I respect a lot. Edison, phonograph was his baby. Yeah, he invented that shit out of nothing. Sound recording, that's a big deal, right? Tesla, alternating current, that's a big deal, man. Alternating current, that's a big deal. Yeah, he invented that. To me, those guys are great inventors, okay? Okay, I'm Alex Chu, I invented this, alright? It's just a pair of rings. It looks so simple, you know? You just put them on at night, that's it. But this is good invention. This is really, really good invention, okay? I mean, it keeps you alive for, you know, forever. You become immortal. You know, so I don't know. Maybe it's because people don't take me seriously. Maybe it's because I'm not a white guy. You know, maybe I'm just Chinese. So people look at me funny and shit. But I don't care what I am. This invention, you cannot make fun of it. All right, this is good invention. You know, Edison's phonograph and Tesla's alternating current. Very good invention. Very, very good inventions, okay? But, hey, you gotta try a pair of these rings. They're good inventions, too, you know? But, anyway, I'm here. I have to promote this cult. Cult is simple. You have to understand what I'm saying. Reincarnation has been, I don't know, it has been believed for thousands of years. Indians, they believe it, right? Because there are lots of Indian, like, young women and young men, okay? I'm talking about kids, you know? It's like they remember their past life, right? And then they can lead you to where they used to live. You know, like 5-year-old girls, 6-year-old girls saying that, oh, I used to live in that village. And they can lead you to that village and find the family, you know, and tell you how they died and stuff like that. I saw a lot of these videos, right? It's like young kids, they believe that they knew that they lived before and who they were and stuff like that. And they lead you to their family, and you find their family, you communicate with their family and find out the whole story was true, you know. So I believe in reincarnation, you understand? So reincarnation, to me, it does exist. Okay? And my biggest fear, just like what I said, I invented physical mortality, okay? If I'm dead, one day if I'm dead, right? I fear that nobody knows about my rings. That's my biggest fear. You understand? If nobody knows about my rings, then... I mean, wouldn't it suck? Like, one day, okay, let's say you wake up tomorrow, right? I mean, it's like you died and then you came back to life in a brand new life, right? You reincarnated in somebody else. And there's no electricity. There's no light bulb. Wouldn't that suck? There's no sound recording. Like Edison's phonograph never existed. Wouldn't that suck? Well, would it suck if somebody invented physical mortality, but then for some reason you reincarnated, you become another person, and nobody knows about immortality? Like everybody is back to square one. You know, everybody must die of old age again. Wouldn't that suck? This is the reason why, yeah, I decided, I have to start my own cult, because it's like I ran out of choice. You know what I'm saying? See, back in the days, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm Chinese. Okay, it's just that I'm too proud of myself. It's like I'm full of pride. You know, I don't do this cult shit. I don't want to become a cult leader. You know, hoping that, yeah, eventually people will be smart enough to believe these rings. But now I realize most people don't believe it. It doesn't matter what I say. I have a Japanese friend. He's like my sushi. He teaches me how to make sushi. I met that guy when I was 23 years old. He's a sushi chef, and he's the one who trained me how to make sushi. I was working in a restaurant for 9 months or something. He taught me how to make sushi. He's a very good friend of mine. Even until this day, I kept contact with him. And he told me one day, I told him about my rings. Okay, when I was only 23, 24, I told him about my ideas. I didn't patent my rings yet. That time, I started patenting my rings when I was 26. But he told me that, hey, if one day you're 40-year-old, you still look the same, I'll believe you. Guess what? I was 40, he didn't believe me. He still thinks that I'm crazy. Now I'm 52. And he doesn't give a shit, right? I still keep contact with him. He doesn't give a shit. He still doesn't believe me. In fact, most of my family members don't believe. And I would say everyone in my family don't believe me, okay? I have aunts. I have like 3 aunts and 1 uncle. I have lots of cousins. Like 10 cousins or something. I have brother or sister. None of these people believe in what I say, okay? And I realize, wow, how stubborn people really are. People are stubborn. So, and right now I'm just anxious. I just realized something. Maybe it's something I did wrong. Maybe it's my fault. I did not convince people enough. I did not spend enough time to come out and convince people that these rings really make you immortal, and you have to wear them, and you also have to help spread the cult, Alex Chu's cult. Tell them that these rings work, right? And because for your next life, you understand? See, you could die. I mean, you could die at any time. When you reincarnate, it would suck if you don't know about these rings, right? Imagine you die 20 years from now, 30 years from now, you dead, right? You reincarnate, and then guess what? You come back to life. Nobody knew about Alex Chu's rings. Wouldn't that suck? Then you're gonna have to start from square one. You're gonna have to begin from square one. And how long does it take for somebody to invent these rings? Let me tell you, more than 3,000 years, more than 4,000 years, okay? Because Moses lived 4,000 years ago. Am I right? Moses lived 4,000 years ago. And there's King David, there's King Solomon, and then Jeroboam, and all sorts of kings, right? We saw a lot of prophets. Nobody invented the rings. I invented the rings. You want this thing? You want this thing to die, man? Do you want this shit to die? I don't think so. No, it's a bad idea. Okay, to let this die, it's a bad idea. I know it's just a pair of cheap rings, you know. You could buy this for a few dollars. You understand? Including shipping, few dollars. You could buy it for a few dollars. It's a pair of cheap rings, but does it work or does it not work? That's the most important thing. If it works, then you don't want this to die. Immortality rings, it's real stuff. This is real shit, man. That's the reason why I decided I'm gonna start this cult, you know. So people watch what I'm saying. Okay, these rings really do work. You wear them, right? You become physically immortal, and that's not the most important thing. This is this life you become immortal, but there's no guarantee that you could become immortal forever. What I mean is, if you die again, you reincarnate into somebody else. If nobody knows about Alex Chu, then you're still dead. You're still mortal. That's not fun, right? Is that fun? So I want people to help me, just spread my video, okay? Tell them about Alex Chu, okay? Tell them about this cult. I know this cult is, look, I am a cult leader now, okay? But I don't want to be a cult leader, but I have no choice. I have to become a cult leader because I have to tell people about my rings. I invented something extremely important, and I cannot advertise it on Facebook. I cannot advertise it on YouTube. What I mean is I cannot advertise on YouTube is I cannot make paid advertisement on YouTube, right? If there's like paid advertisement on YouTube. If I try to promote my rings on YouTube, they'll ban me. They will delete my ads. I tried advertising it on Facebook, and they ban my ads. My ad is totally banned on Facebook. I cannot. It's like most companies, they don't want to get sued. You understand? So when they see somebody like me selling physical mortality, they don't like it. They ban me because they're afraid of lawsuits. I'm pretty sure if I'm selling just a flashlight or something, if I'm selling a flashlight, or I don't know, like a iPhone cover or shit like that, nobody's gonna ban me. But if I'm selling something like natural cures, alternative medicine, something that can make you immortal, yes, they will ban me. So I cannot advertise. I cannot promote this through commercial means. So I hope you guys understand. I'm desperate right now. I'm already 52. I cannot wait anymore. I cannot wait until I'm 60. You understand? Tomorrow I wake up, I'm 60-year-old. I'm still sitting here telling people, ooh, how important my invention is. That's fucked up. This is good invention, man. Do I have to wait until I'm 60-year-old to tell people how important my invention is? That's fucked up. So No, I want this cult to be started right now. I'm 52, you know? I wish that people can help me spread the word and tell people how important this invention is. And it's not for me, it's for you, man. Just remember there's reincarnation. You could die at any time, okay? And only thing I wish that, maybe you could die, but this knowledge doesn't die. The knowledge about Alex Chu, the knowledge about Alex Chu's immortality rings, I hope that doesn't die. So even if you die, you reincarnate back to the world, and people still know the immortality rings. Okay? Just like why Edison and Tesla, they want to protect their invention, you know? It's like phonograph is so important, you know, the sound recording machine is so important, and also alternating current is so important. Then you could imagine how I feel. My rings are extremely important, okay? Because I want you to reincarnate. One day if you reincarnate, you still know Alex Chu. You still know Alex Chu's rings, okay? But anyway, that's enough for this episode. Hope you enjoy. I'll talk to you next time. Thanks.